Hi, Paulo Synthmania. Dylan with Hosa Technology reached out to me saying, hey, we have a new line of cables for modular synthesizer called Hopscotch and Knucklebones. Would you be interested in getting a care package from us with the cables? Check them out. And yes, thank you very much, Hosa. And I just got the care package delivered. I've known Hosa for many years. I use them and I have a lot of cables from Hosa because they're durable, they look good, and they do the job. And actually, let's go to my storage area in the studio. I'll show you a few things. I apologize for the mess, but if you've been playing music for a long time as I have, eventually you will collect a lot of cables. And a lot of these cables are actually from Hosa. Those, especially these stereo ones, the red and white ones, and just a lot of these cables come from Hosa. They collected over the years. And I even found an unopened box of Hosa MIDI cable that I never opened. I must have bought this in the 90s somewhere, and it's still unopened because I literally have so many other MIDI cables. Alright, let's open the care package, see what's inside, and let's test them out. Alright, here we have a Hosa Technology product catalog, and Hosa make all kinds of cables and adapter. And then we have here a pack of Velcro strips, very useful in the studio. And now there is a box inside the box. Let's open it up. And actually on the bottom of the box there were two packages here, and I believe these are the Knucklebones splitters. These are really cool devices. They act as multiples in a modular system. Really cool. Part number GMM 105. Let's open a smaller box. Alright, now we have a bunch of cables for the modular synth. This is the Hopscotch patch cables, 3.5mm TS with 3.5mm TSF pigtail to 3.5mm TS. Wow, really cool. Part CMM 500Y MIX or mix. Very cool. This one is a 3 feet unbalanced patch cables, 3.5mm TS to same 8 pieces. Very cool. This is a Hopscotch patch cables, 5 pieces, nice and yellow, like that. This is CPP 890, 3 feet unbalanced patch cables, 1/4 inch TS to same 8 pieces. Very cool. This is 1 foot unbalanced patch cables, 3.5mm TS to same, 8 pieces. And it's a CMM 830. .5 feet unbalanced patch cables, 1/4 inch TS to same 8 pieces. So these are good both for Eurorack type modular and 5U. 6 inches unbalanced patch cables, 3.5mm TS to same 8 pieces. These are really cool, and these are CMM 815. .5 foot unbalanced patch cables, 3.5mm TS to same 8 pieces. Wow, these look really good cables. Part number CMM 845. 1 foot unbalanced patch cables, 1/4 inch TS to same 8 pieces. Part number CPP 830. And we have something else here. Alright, we we have a beer mug with the Hosa Technology logo stamped on, and show your rig, sticker, and a keychain with a 1/4-inch cable, really cool. Another keychain with a 1/4-inch cable. Yep, you gotta have two for stereo. Red is the right channel and the black is the left channel. And then we have Dylan's business card, 1984, established 1984, Hosa Technology. Alright, now let's check out all these cables in action. Here we have a microbrute and a small Eurorack system, and the microbrute has CVN gate out, so we can use it to control the Eurorack. To do that, we're gonna use the 3-foot patch cables from Hosa. And by the way, these are the features of these cables. These cables are designed to interconnect pro audio gear with unbalanced mini phone jacks. They are ideal for use with modular synthesizers and sound modules. Features include nickel-plated plugs for rugged durability and efficient signal transfer, oxygen-free copper OFC conductors for enhanced signal clarity, OFC spiral shields for effective EMI and RFI rejection and flexibility. Alright, I picked up a couple of these cables, a gray and a red one, and we're gonna use them to go from the CV gate out of the microbrute to the CV input of this oscillator and to the gate input of this ADSR. Now we can use the 6-inch cables to patch the oscillator into the mixer, and then to the filter, and then to the VCA, and also to patch the ADSR to the amplifier. And now we have a basic patch going. The microbrute is acting as a controller only. The volume of the microbrute is set to 0. And this is the patch we're using. Just one oscillator into the filter, into the amplifier. Now the microbrute also has voltage outputs on this little patch bay up here, so we could use the 1-foot Hosa cables to modulate, say, the filter. Another cool type of cables that Hosa have is this hopscotch. This is the mix box, and these hopscotch are really cool. They have 2 outputs, one female and one male, so you can keep on patching cables to 2 different destinations. For example, if you wanted to take this voltage to this location but also to another location on the modular, you can simply use a hopscotch cable and then you can use another cable to go to another destination. For example, of course you can do whatever you want. And yet another super cool product is this knuckle bone splitter. And this acts as a multiple. For example, in my system here, I don't have a multiple. I can use this as a multiple. And so again, I could go from this LFO through the multiple knuckle bone, and then take 2 more cables, or 3 or 4, and you could bring the same voltage to different parts of your modular. And it looks cool too. Okay, now let's take a look at the 1/4 inch cables for the larger format modular synth. Here we have the 1 foot, 1.5 foot, and 3 foot 1/4 inch patch cables. Here we have a synthesizer.com modular, and we can use the 3 foot cables to go from the oscillator sections to the mixer section. Alright, these are really good quality cables. Very smooth. We can also use a couple of the long cables to go to the envelopes. We can use the 1 footers to go from the envelope to the filter, and from the envelope to the amplifier. We can also use the 1 footer to go from the output of the filter to the input of the amplifier. And we can use the 1.5 foot to go from the mixer out to the filter in. And we can also control the voltage of the oscillators with this 1.5. And finally, gate and CV out from the keyboard with the 1.5. And now we have a complete patch. In conclusion, I definitely recommend the Hosa cables and also the adapters that they have for modular synths. They sound great, they look really cool, especially with all the new design and the color availability, and they perform perfectly. They are smooth and they're just a joy to use, so definitely recommend them. Again, thank you D-Line, thank you Hosa so much for sending the care package. I'll see you guys at the next time.